Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? Good afternoon, Himal. Good afternoon, Vedant. Okay. So we'll start after 10-15 minutes. Let the count be more than 250. Okay. Meanwhile, if you have anything, let me know. Okay. Let others also join. Okay, let us wait for 5-10 minutes. Good afternoon, Hemal. Good afternoon, Vedant. Kush, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Vivek, Jagdish, Damodar. Good afternoon, Damodar. Yes, Vivek, it has already been uploaded. Yes, Purvagiri, I was on mute. Good afternoon, Arshit. Good afternoon, Vedant, Krutim. Good afternoon, Mohit Nidhi. Good afternoon. Let us wait for 10 minutes because still there is not 250 students. Okay. So let us wait for more audience, then we will start. Yes, creating React app, everything that we do, you have to require internet. Okay. If you're using, if you're downloading, if you are doing any setup, any package is getting downloaded, so net should be there. Okay. Good afternoon, Nidhi. Good afternoon, Shruti. So can you please tell us about the hackathon before the lecture starts? Will it be held after the lecture or project ends? I have no information regarding hackathon. Was it shared in group on Telegram group? I have no idea regarding this, Tejas. Okay, so we have around 220 students. Let us start. Okay. Let us start. Okay. Okay, guys. So good afternoon, everyone. First, let me ask you, am I audible? Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all to full stack development session by SmartBridge powered by MongoDB. Okay. So let us start the session. My name is Yathar, just in case. So let us start. So what is today's agenda? I hope everyone has the code. I've shared the link to code and whatever notes that have been discussed in class. Okay, I've shared the Google Drive link. So what is today's agenda? Today's agenda is props in React.js and hooks. Okay. So we'll focus all our energy on these two topics for today. Okay. So if you want, you can always take a reference of proper React documentation also. Okay. So always keep the documentation by your side. Okay. Because the engineer, I forgot his name, who worked at Meta, he has made React for us to use. Okay. Not vice versa. So we should learn from the team, those who are putting in the documentation on how to use React properly. Okay. So let us understand props first. Okay. So if somebody asks you about props, how should you respond? So see, always try to make some mental images around any topic. Okay. Because these terminologies, you do not see them in your daily lives, right? So you have to make a mental image so that you can actually relate to the stuff. Okay. So props is like you are passing, uh, let's say, notes to your friend. Okay. Like you are in a class. Okay, let me just show you. Okay, let's see your so props, right? Mm, Props. Okay, so understand this. Let imagine, okay, that you are sitting in a class. Okay, you are sitting in a classroom. Okay, let's say. Okay, let's say you are sitting in a classroom. Okay, and there is something going on in the classroom that you are not interested. Okay, similarly, your friends are sitting here. Okay, behind you, your friends are sitting on some chair or something. Okay, so another friend is sitting here. Okay, so you are in a class room. Okay, so you are in a classroom. So you have to imagine. Okay, like so you are in a classroom, and what is happening? That somebody is giving lecture. Somebody very boring. Okay, like he or she would be wearing a check shirt or something, or very simple. Okay, like very old person, somebody. Okay, okay. So somebody is giving a lecture. Okay, in the class. So they would be using some whiteboard or something. Okay, and explain something on class. So there's a classroom. Okay, so he's like very angry type of person. Okay, so he is like very angry teacher. Okay, so some angry teacher is there. Okay, so what you do with this angry teacher, you want to talk. Okay, your agenda is that you want to talk. Okay, you want to you want to talk to your friend. Okay, who is sitting on another what table or something or bench. Right. Let it be below this so that when you zoom out, you can actually read. So you want to talk to your friend who is sitting on another bench. Okay. Okay. So you want to talk to your friend, okay, who is sitting on another bench. Okay. So how will you send the information? How will you send the data? Okay. How will you talk to that other person? Okay. You have some data. Okay. You have some data. Okay. And you want to give that data, give data to your friend. Okay. So you want to give the data to your friend. Okay. This is what you want to do. Okay. This is what you want to achieve. Okay. If you do this, you would have accomplished your, I don't know, weekly goal. Okay. So you want to give data to your friend, but like you have to understand that sir is very angry. Okay, sir is very angry. So sir is very angry, and you want to give you want to give data to your friend. Okay. You can also say that you want to use different color for this. Okay, you can also say that you want to pass the data. Okay, you want to pass the data. Okay, you can also say that you want to pass the data. Okay, you can also say that you want to pass the data to your friend. Okay, so what will you do? Okay, what will you do? Let's say you can what you can do, paper, seal letter. Okay, so let's say you make a you have this letter. Okay, so you want to pass it. You want to pass it to what another like you want to pass it to him. Let's say. Okay, let me just use. You want to pass it to him. You want to pass this letter, so he will get that letter. Okay, so you want to pass this letter box to him. Okay, so this letter you want to pass it to him. So it is like a chit. Okay, let's say chit letter or something. You are like folding it and you are giving it to what? You are giving it to the another person. So you're what you're doing here? What you're doing here? So you are actually doing what? You are passing the data. You are passing the data from one place to another. Okay, you are passing the data to your friend. Once the chit has been given to your friend, he will not go back. Why? Because the teacher is angry. Okay, the teacher is angry, So he will not like risk giving it back. Okay. So only one way the information can be given. Okay. Only one way the information can be given. It cannot be given back, because if he gives back, it is easier to pass from back to front. Okay. It is easier to pass from back to front. You can just, like, I don't know, put it on his back. But if he had to give it back, then he has to turn. He has to turn and give it to you. Okay. So that is a problem. Okay. Because teacher is angry. So he cannot turn and give it to back. So there is one only. It can only go. I'll write it down. Okay. Here, just in case if you want to refer it later. Okay. Data. Here, chit. Okay. Chit letter, whatever you want to do it. Okay. So data or that chit letter. Okay. All these things. Okay. Can only be passed in one direction. One direction. One direction. Okay. What is the one direction? One direction is a band. No, one direction is what I'm telling. One direction is a band, but somehow they got dismembered. Okay, not dismembered, like they separated. Okay, they are no longer a band. So one direction, that means like uh, like bench will pass to the front seat. Okay, front seat or bench. Okay, or bench. Like, try to get the mental image that I want to tell you. Okay, hope my handwriting is okay for you guys. I'll just zoom out so that you can understand it more clearly. Okay, so chit can, the data, which is your chit, the data can only be passed in one direction, which means from back to front. Okay, from back to front. Okay, bench will pass it to the front seat. Okay, like I should write it back bench here. Okay, back bench. Okay, so back bench will pass it to another bench. Okay, let me also change the color just in case. Okay, so back bench will pass it to the front bench. Okay, this is the main thing. Okay, so what is happening here? I'll just zoom out a little bit. Okay, so let us see if you can understand. So it can only be passed in one direction. Okay, first thing is it can only be passed in one direction. Okay, it can be only passed in one direction. Okay, so from back to front, that is the only way that this person will receive this letter. Okay, because the teacher is angry. Okay, if he goes back, that is a problem. He has to turn. He does not have to turn. He can just look in the eyes of teachers. Both of them can have a stare down. Okay, they can look into each other's eyes. Okay, and he can pass the letter. But this person has to turn. So it can, so think that a data can only be passed in one direction. Okay, so the React functional components, they pass data to each other. Okay, they pass data to each other. They say, take this data, take this letter, take this chit. It has some information. Use it. Okay, I don't know what he will do with this letter. I don't know. Okay, maybe you know, whatever it is. Let us understand if you understood the picture. Everyone understood the picture? We will code, but first you should understand the picture. Are you understanding the picture? Everyone has the link, right, to this whiteboard. You can just keep it as a reference side by side. Okay, I've shared both the links. Okay, I've shared both the links. I've shared the React props link as well as this. Okay, then we will look into the code. Okay, everyone got this? Got this? Shall we start coding? Shall we start coding? What do you say? Shall I open VS Code? Yes or no, guys? I am not audible. Am I audible? Okay, everyone understood this example, right? Everyone understood this example. So these are props. Okay, props is data that you pass. Okay, so keep all these things in mind. Okay, I will explain. Let us open our VS Code then. So everyone go to VS Code, open it. Okay, open the VS Code. Okay, let me just open our React folder. You guys also open your React folder, everyone. Open your React folder first, everyone. So this is what we did yesterday. Okay, so what I want you to understand is I will open my terminal. Okay, I'll go to terminal and I will open. Okay, so I have opened my terminal. So this is my terminal. Now what I will do, I will first change my directory to my dash first app. You have to first change your directory. Now I am inside this my first app. You have to see where is your src folder. Your src folder is inside my first app. So I have changed my directory to my first app. Now let us run npm run dev. Let us run this. So wait is not recognized. Why am I getting this error? Can somebody tell me? Why am I getting this error? Not audible, Rushikesh. Am I audible now? Good, Praveen. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. Node modules folder is not there. Yes, Krutim, correct. Correct. Okay. 100% correct. Okay. Thanks, Ron. So what is the problem here? Why am my app is not running after running npm run dev? Why is my app not running after writing npm run dev? Again, I will write npm run dev. Still, I am not getting. Why? Because I do not have the node modules folder. I do not have the node modules folder inside my directory. So first thing, I will write npm install. Those who have downloaded the code from Google Drive, you also have to do the same thing. You have to write npm install. What do you have to write? You have to write npm install and press enter. Now see, node modules folder is here. Node modules folder is here. If node modules folder is not here, your script will not run. So I will write npm run dev. Now see, after writing npm run dev, my VS code, my React is running. So I'll open this folder now. I'll open this file. So this is what we created previously. Okay. Right. Hope everyone is running after writing npm run dev and npm install. Okay. You have to write npm install first, then npm run dev. This folder should be here. Okay. Let us look into src now. So what should we do? Props, right? We were doing props. Okay. So I was telling you like passing chits to your friends. So let us, what can we do? Okay, let us make a folder of props. Okay, let us make a inside src folder, write props. Inside src folder, make a new folder props. Okay, right click. Okay, and make a new folder props. Inside src, make a new folder props. Okay, and inside props, we will do what? What can we do? Let us make a file classroom. Classroom.jsx. Okay, classroom.jsx. Okay, so I'm making a file classroom.jsx. Okay, and I'll make another file and call it, let's say, friend.jsx, something like this. Okay, so classroom.jsx and friend.jsx, these two files I have created. Okay, these two files I have created. Clear? Okay, so first what I will do, I will write RAFCE in classroom. RAFCE in classroom. RAFCE in classroom. You will get this prompt because everyone installed ES7 extension. So you will get a code snippet, press tab or enter. You will get this thing. Okay, you will get this classroom. Okay, so just go to main.jsx once, or you know what, just go to app.jsx. Okay, and here let me just make a break tag and a horizontal rule just in case. Let me check. Yeah, there's a horizontal rule. Or if you want, you can just comment everything. I think that would be better. Okay, just comment everything. How do you comment everything? You just have to like copy, like just select everything. Okay, just select everything. Select everything. Press Control and front slash. Okay, press Control and front slash. I'm removing this comment. So it will be commented. Okay, this code is getting commented. Just you have to like do it like this, and then Control and front slash. You will be able to comment this code. Okay, you will be able to comment this code. Okay, you can comment this code also, JavaScript code if you want. So my return statement would be, there wouldn't be anything. Okay, so I have just commented everything. Okay, so this parentheses and then front slash star and parentheses and backslash star. Okay, so no, you don't have to do anything. You just have to like select all the lines. Okay, front slash, if you will do, you will comment it just like that. Control and front slash key. Okay, that is a shortcut for comments. So what I will do, my classroom is there, right? So I will just use this classroom, class, open angular brackets. See, I am getting this suggestion. If I write this open angular bracket and class, and if I write R, see, I am getting a suggestion. I'll click on this suggestion and you will see classroom has been imported. You see this? Classroom has been imported. Okay, so I'm using this just in case, and then I am closing it like a self-closing tag. Okay, but make sure that line number 9 is there. Okay, line number 9 should be there. This that you have imported classroom from this props folder. Okay, if you are not getting suggestions, you have to write it like this. Okay, import classroom from props class. That's it. Now if you go back to the, you will get this classroom here. Okay, because we have removed everything. Okay, so let us go to classroom now. After doing this, let us go to classroom now. Okay, so again, I will just remove this. Okay, and what I will write, I'll write h1. Okay, so we are inside classroom now. Okay, so these steps done, everyone. I hope these steps is done, everyone. Everyone able to follow along? Everyone is able to follow along? See what I have done. See the app.jsx first. I have commented this code, okay, by just selecting it with the mouse and control key plus front slash key. What is front slash? This is front slash. Okay. What is front slash? This is front slash. Okay. So I have just used control and front slash to comment this out. Okay. This is how you comment. How to write a comment. Okay. Like you do it like this. Like this is a comment. This is a JSX comment. Okay. This is how you do it. This is how you make a comment. Okay. Okay. So that's it. And I have imported the classroom and I have used the classroom functional component here. That's it. Now let us go to classroom. Here what I have done, nothing. Okay. Right click, format. Where is format? Format is here, format. If anything is going bad, you just click on format. Okay, you will see syntax mistakes or anything. I'll remove this import React from React because in new functional components, you do not have to do anything. Okay. So that's it. I'm getting to see this classroom, right? So now what I will do? Okay, what I will do inside this classroom, I will also import the friend. So everyone just go to friend, please. RAFCE. RAFCE for our friend. Let me drink some water. Sorry. So RAFCE, press enter and you will get this. Save it. So this is the friend. Okay. Okay. That's it. So what I will do now, I have two friends. Okay. I have two friends and I will pass the data of this friend somehow. Okay. I will pass the data. So what is our like agenda? I'll just write it down. Okay. So what is our agenda? So let me write it here. Pass data friend component. Okay, pass data to friend component using props. Okay, so what I will do first, I will import this friend like this. Close it. Okay, and I think now you will see a friend here. Okay, and I will do something. Okay, I will do something. I will pass the data to friend component. Okay, I'll give some data to friend component. Okay, just like we were giving chits in class, I will pass this to this. I'll give some data to friend. Okay, so let me give something. So I will write name. Let's say okay, name, and I'll write let's say any friends like are you all are from different colleges, right? So okay, let me use my name. Okay, so name is equal to I'm writing Yathat. Okay. Okay, and also you will see that it looks like I'm writing an HTML attribute, but it is something completely different. Props are something completely different. Okay, and let's say I am passing a chit or letter, whatever you want. Okay. Okay, letter information, very important letter. Okay, letter. Very important letter. Something like this. Okay, so very important letter. Okay, very important letter. So okay, so this is how we do it. So this is the props. Okay, so yeah, just give me a moment. Sorry for disturbance. Okay, so we will pass data to friend component using props. Okay, and here what is happening? Friend component will receive the data from class row component. Okay, so it will receive the data. Okay, it will receive the data, and I shouldn't have used blue. Okay, so it will do what? Okay, it will receive the data. So I will send the data from here. So this is what I have written. Okay, this is what I have written. Now let us write here PROPS. Okay, here. Okay, what you have to do? You have to write props. Okay, so props data that is received is entered in as parameter of functional component. Okay, so this is how it looks. Okay, when you are receiving the props, you have to write it here like this. Okay, so the data that you get is like this. So I'll just console.log this props. Okay, so I'll just console.log this prop. So I'll write console.log and I'll write props like this. You also do it. Console.log this props. Okay, I'll make one more console.log. Something like props are below. Something like that. Okay, so props are below. Props data. Okay, props data. Okay, so what I have done, I have written name Yatharth letter, very important letter. Okay, and I am giving it to this friend component. So let us just come here and I'll just right click and click on inspect. Right click and click on inspect and I'll click on console. See, props data are below. What is the data? This is my console.log of props. It is actually an object. It is actually an object. Okay, so very important. Okay, okay, props data is actually an object of key value pairs. Okay, it is actually an object of key value pairs, the props data. So I'll just refresh it. See, name is Yatharth. Okay, letter very important. So actually what I did, actually what I did, actually what happened? Actually what happened? I wrote like this. Sorry. Actually I wrote like this, right? I wrote what? I wrote friend. And then I wrote name is equal to Yatharth. Yes or no? This is how I wrote. and letter is equal to. Very important. Okay, I used what? I used is equal to. I used is equal to. This is what happened. And then I close this. So I used is equal to, but just keep in mind that this is converted into an object. This is what you are seeing here. Okay, this is what you are seeing here, that it is converted into an object. See, it has key value pairs, name, yatharth, letter, very important. It is converted into an object. You pass the data in this format, okay, which looks like an attribute, okay, HTML attribute, like you see in IMG image tag. There is SRC now. So it looks like that, but don't get confused, okay? It is completely different. So this is how I will pass the data. This is how components pass data to each other. Also, it is one directional. One direction. Okay, one direction. What is the one direction? That from classroom component, you are passing the data to friend component. Yes or no? Friend component. Okay, so from class component you are giving it to front component. So this is, you cannot do it vice versa. Okay, you cannot do it like this. You cannot pass the data back to that. That will be wrong. Wrong. Okay, good. One direction. Okay, one direction. Unidirectional data. Unidirectional. We will call it unidirectional data. Okay, you cannot pass it from friend to classroom component, only from classroom component to friend. Clear? Somehow are you getting? Are you getting this? Try to write your name and in letter write anything else and see if it works. Let us see if anyone has any problem. If you want, you can take a screenshot, but somehow my handwriting is like this. But if it makes sense, you can take a screenshot or something. Okay, let us come here. Okay, so see here that okay, I'll just let me write it down manually. You cannot pass data from friend component to classroom component. Okay, you cannot pass data. Clear? Okay, you cannot pass data from friend component to classroom component, but friend component can receive data from classroom component. Okay, clear? So this is what it is. Okay, so why we actually invented this? Okay, why did we invented this? Okay, this type of system, because what you understand, let's say I have to use this friend component again and again, because remember in React what we use the pieces of code again and again. We want to use that piece of code again and again, just in case if you forgot. Just in case if you forgot. Do you remember? Where it is? So we what do? We use this piece of code, convert it into a component and use it. Okay, let's say you want to make 100 cards. You do not have to write this. You just have to write this. Okay, I'll give an example. Let's say if I just minimize this and I'll just zoom out also. Just see here. Okay, so if I, let's say I want a lot of this friends. Okay, so I'll just write something. Let's say this friend component, friend, like this, close it. That's it. Okay, so I have two friends. If I just write it 1000 times, I have 1000 friends. I have 1000 friends. Okay, so whatever data or logic is there in friends, I can use it n number of times. It is more readable. I can understand. It has something to do with friendship. The logic has something to do with friendship. Okay, similarly, if there is, let's say, a card, I can understand, oh, somebody has made a card. Okay, because of this modularity, we use this. I'll just delete it. Sorry about this. Yeah, let us go back. Okay, so this is, it is what it is. So now what more can we do with it? Everyone just come here. Let's say if you want to display the data, okay, you want to display the data. So what you have to do? Okay, just have to write this curly bracket like this and write props. Okay, let me put it in H1 so that you can understand it more clearly, or H3 something. So H4, and I'll put this props in between. Okay, and I'll just once again remove this div. Okay, so I'm getting an error. Why am I getting an error? Can somebody tell me why am I getting an error? Everything seems okay. Why am I getting an error? Can somebody tell me? While I am, displaying using this curly brackets, I should be seeing this. Okay, just like I was getting variable names. Why am I not getting? Video is lagging. Is my video lagging, guys? My voice, Praveen is not able to hear. Is my voice not good? Is my voice, sir, voice and video is lagging in between? Okay, let me check. Internet speed is okay. Just okay. Is my voice not clear, guys? Now it's clear. Okay. So tell me why when I displayed this props, why am I getting an error? Why am I getting an error that consider this an error occurred? Why am I getting this error? Objects are not valid as a React child. What does it mean? Can anyone guess? Why am I not able to display this props data? I am able to see it in this, in console. I am able to see the data name, yatharth, letter, very important. But why am I not able to see it here? Who will tell me? Props objects, readable nothing. Exactly. Good, Nancy. Saras. Saroche. Uh, specify to write this props dot name. Good, Krutin. Good. Yes, exactly. That is what I was asking. Okay. How will it render whole object? How will it reload? How will it get whole object to display? That is not possible because it is an whole object. React cannot display an whole object. It can only display values. Okay, like in the variable example, it can only display values. Similarly, it can, because it is an object. Okay, it is just like that. So we have to see the key. So I'll let props dot name. What is the name? Yatharth. Okay. Has received RE. What is the spelling? REC. But I am not able to remember received, but hope it is correct spelling. Received info. What info I received? Props dot letter. Props dot letter. Okay. Let us see. So Yatharth has received info. Very important. This is what I have received. Okay. Clear? So this is what it is. Okay. So the props is an object. Okay. And if you want to, if you want to use another thing, and let's say you want to give different data. So you can use this friend again, close it. Okay. I am not displaying anything. I am not getting. Okay. So let us use something. I'll write name. Let's say Brajesh, and letter, the chit he gets is, let's say, wow. Something like this. Okay. Now you'll see Brijesh has received info wow. Okay. Nice. Similarly, you can give different thing. Okay. Okay. Nancy has received info, something different. So when when you, sorry, I got some message. So when you just look into here. Okay. So when you see Amazon has this mobile, right? A lot of mobile cards are there, right? So mobile, price of the mobile. You see price of mobile, there is a mobile and you will see price. Then you will see another card, another price you see. Okay. Let's say 10,000, 60,000. Okay. 70,000 phone. Then again, all of these actually are components. Okay. And those components are getting different data in the form of props only. Okay. What are the props data? This price that you see. So the card would look something like phone price is equal to 10,000. Okay. Another phone price is equal to 7,000 or 70,000. Then close. Then close. This is how phone components will be like that. Okay. That you see in Amazon. Some of you are understanding. So this is how they pass the data. This is how they display the data. Okay, please also make sure that it is unidirectional. Just always remember, props only flow in one direction. Okay, friend cannot send it to classroom. Okay, just try it, it won't happen. Okay, one way flow. If you want to take a screenshot, you can do it. Just wanted to make sure that you understand it a little bit. You can take a screenshot. Let me drink some water. Okay. So yeah. Down. Understood somewhat. Now let us jump back to our example. If you want to take a screenshot, feel free here to take a screenshot. On the count of 1, 2, 3, I will delete it. 1, 2, and 3. Let us now jump back to our what we were doing here. Okay, now somewhat you understood about this props. Now did you understood that why it is there on front and like one way it can go? Okay, you cannot go give it back. Okay, it only stays in one direction, and you have encoded this in JSX. Okay, so it is like encoded. Okay, and then it receives object. Okay, so object, it receives object. Okay, that I think I have already mentioned. Where is this? Yeah, here. So I have already told that it is an object. Okay, very important. This point is very important. Okay, clear. So somehow you understood. Okay, that's it. Any problem in understanding props? Just tell me if you understood. See if you understood. Can you not display object like how you use wrapper in Python? Like, see, I am not aware about Python. Okay, not that much. I just know the basics of tuples and all these things. Okay, could you give me an example? Maybe it is similar, Joshua. Sir, please one time in short. Okay, okay, let us come here. Okay, see. So this is your classroom component. Okay, this is your classroom component. Okay, you have this friend component. Okay, and you are displaying it in this particular manner. Okay, that we discussed. How do you do it? You just display it like this, friend. You import the friend. Okay, and you use it. So here I am passing some data. Okay, this data is called as props. Okay, so this is how you pass data from one component to another. So here I have used name is equal to letter is equal to very important. Okay, so when I will send this data, what you will see, what you will see here, okay, is that when you pass this, okay, when you pass the data, okay, the data became an object. Okay, what I have written here, name is equal to Yatharth. What I have written here, this is an object. So this props is actually an object. Okay, so here you will write it like an attribute, but when it will go to friend, okay, when it will go to friend component, okay, you will see that it is an object. See, I have console.log this props, and you can see that the data is in format of an object. Okay, that is why here we are using dot notation. That is why here we are using what? Here we are using dot notation. Okay, that you see here props.type, props.letter. Okay, and also we just make this sure that it is inside this rounded brackets. Okay, the props keyword should be inside this rounded brackets. You can write XYZ also. You can write it XYZ also. Your wish. Okay, but only thing that you have to mention is this. Okay, I'll just show it to you. I'll just replace the props with this, whatever gibberish I have written, and you will see I will still get the value. I will still get the value. Okay, just see. See, I am still getting the value. Okay, So that is the, you can write it anything. Okay, you can write the object name anything. Okay, so this is actually an object name that you see. Okay, so this props is an object name that you see. Okay, and it is entered as a parameter. Okay, here. Okay, so when you console.log this, what did you see? You will see an object. Okay, that is why we are using this object.name, object.letter. Okay, that is why we say we have used dot notation. Okay, object dot name and object dot letter. Okay, okay, clear everyone? So this is how we do it. Okay, that's it. This is what we do. Right, any problem? I guess no problem. If any problem is there, let me know. Okay, yeah, I guess that would be it. I think only hooks are remaining. Okay, I think only hooks are remaining. Okay, let us run hooks then. Okay, I think that would be better. Okay, so I have this important information and all these things. Okay, so this example, everyone like understood, right? How like data is passed. Okay, so from one component to another component, props is passed. Okay, so I have written it also, just in case. Okay, so another topic is hooks. Okay, like what are hooks and all. Okay, what are hooks? Why do we use it? So let us cover that. Did you like the example? Did you understood? Dipanshi, everyone, give me some reaction or something. Okay, okay. Anyone facing any major issue or something? At 3:30, I'll ask doubts. Okay. Can I continue? Let me see if anyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How does props become object? See, if you look into like behind the scenes, okay, behind the scenes of React library, okay, if you look like how React is made, okay, so behind this React, you will see that it is bunch of classes. It is bunch of classes. So the attribute that you write, like x is equal to 1, becomes x:1. Okay, because of some classes properties and some inherent properties that the engineering team or the engineer who made React has made it in such a way. So this is like inbuilt behavior. Okay, there is no like logic. Logic is built behind the scenes of React. Okay, so it is inbuilt. Okay, that is a property of props. Okay, like why do we need to use function keyword for making a function? Why? Because it is an inbuilt property of JavaScript. Same stuff. Okay, so there are some things which are like fixed. That is why Svelte is different, Gatsby is different, Angular is different, okay, etc. So what is state in React? State in React, we are discussing. Wait, Dipanshi, we are discussing. but let me get some emoji reaction from others. So shall I proceed? Let us start hooks. Let us start hooks, and don't worry about props. In every example, almost we will use props. Okay, it's not like it is going anywhere. Every example we'll use props. Okay. Shall I proceed? Or do you want 5 minutes of break or something? Can I continue? Give me some yes or no, guys. So you have to run app.jsx file or other components in browser. I didn't get you, Praveen. Please show app.jsx. Okay. So app.jsx is this. This is my app.jsx. I have commented everything. Only classroom is there. Praveen. Okay. Take a screenshot or something. Right. Okay, continue. Yes, yes. Okay, good thing. Okay. Sir, can you send app.jsx code? Okay, wait. So I'm sending the code, but I have to remove comments. Okay. I don't know if it will be pasted or not. I am giving the code. Yeah, there was a problem. Let me minimize it. Let me use less lines. I have shared the app.jsx code. Yeah, I have shared. Check. This I will minimize. So it's mandatory to run app.jsx. We can run different components in browser. See, you have to understand that where we are, loading our this main.jsx. Okay, this main.jsx. Where is this menu? Oh, you see this main.jsx. Which app are we rendering? Which component are we rendering? Only app. Okay, only app we are rendering here. Okay, see, only app. That is why we put everything inside app component, because it is the only component which is being loaded and getting attached to our index.html. Index.html file, which is this. Here we have our root div. Okay. So yeah, let me just clear this out. Okay. Also, this dot get ignore, I'll just explain. Okay, because a lot of you may be pushing this code in GitHub. See, if you open this dot get ignore, you will see that a lot of things are here. Okay, dot get ignore is a file. Whatever you will write in this file will not be uploaded on GitHub. You see line number 10, node modules. This means node modules folder will not be uploaded on gitignore. Will not be uploaded on GitHub. Okay. So because whatever name you will write, it will not be uploaded on GitHub. Okay. Node modules is very large, 1 GB, 2 GB something. So we do not like upload it on GitHub. Okay. That is why it is there. Clear? That is why when I am sharing the nodes, I delete node module. It is very large. And also on GitHub also, do not have to share this node modules. Okay. Okay, so this is done. I've shared the code. Let us now look into hooks. Okay. Hooks. So what are hooks? Instead of here, let me make another folder of hooks. Okay. And everyone just comment this classroom like this. Comment this classroom like this in app.jsx. Okay. Because we will make another component. Okay. For this hooks. Okay. So let us make a folder in src and call it hooks. Hooks. Okay. So a small hook has also been made. Wow. So I have made another folder in src and called it hooks. Inside this hooks, what should we do? Let us make a counter. Counter dot jsx, accounting app. Okay. So I have made a hooks folder inside src. Okay. And inside this hooks, I have made counter dot jsx what file. Okay. So same thing, RAFCE, 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 press tab, done. Remove the first line. Now let us go to app.jsx and here I will call the counter functional component and make sure that it is also imported. Okay, like line number 10. Okay, so it is imported and I am loading it here. Okay, let's see if in our app, yeah, we have our counter. Okay, counter is here. So we will make a counting app. Okay, so these steps done. Hooks folder done. Hooks folder. Inside hooks folder, okay, we have this counter.jsx file. Okay, and then after making this counter.js file and saving it, just have to import it. Okay. Line number 10, I have imported this functional component and this is how we have used it. Okay. Clear? I guess so. Let me check something. $60 for AWS. Wow. Makes sense. Whatever it is. Okay, so done this much. Let us make a counting app now. So in the div, I'll just h1 counter app. Okay, number like this. I'll just remove this. Yeah, save it and let me check the output. Yeah, so I have this counter app. Now what I will do, I will let it be h3. Okay, and let me make a variable. Let count is equal to 0 like this, and using curly brackets. Okay, using curly brackets, I will load this variable in my JSX like this. Okay, then I will make a button. Click to increase count. Something like this, click to increase count. Okay, right? Okay, now what I will do, I will make an event listener. Okay, which event? Clicking event. So I will write here on click like this. Okay, so in this on click, I will make a function. Let's say increase. Okay, so when I will click on this button, this function, what is the function? Function name is increase count. Okay, increase count. It will run. Okay, so when I will click on this button, it will increase, this function will run. Okay, so the function will run after button is clicked. Okay, so I told you about event listeners, right? So it lists for user events. User will scroll, user will click. So there is on click, on scroll. User will you know what, type. So there is on change. A lot of things are there. Okay, so I've written here on click is equal to this. So when I click on this button, this function should increase. So let us check. On clicking the button, I will run. On clicking the button, I will run. So let us click the button. Yeah, on clicking the button, see, 5 times I have clicked, 10 times I have clicked, 10 times this function has run. So again, I'll click. On clicking the button, this is running. Okay, clear this much? If you want, I'll share the code just in case. Okay, I've shared it, everyone. Let's get back to the app. So what do we have to do here? Okay, what do we have to do? What is our agenda? When I click button, the variable should increase its count. Okay, so this is the agenda. Okay, when I click the button, the variable should, what is the variable? Variable name is count. Should increase its count. Okay, okay. So what I will do, I will write count plus plus. Count plus plus. What does count plus plus means? I hope you guys know. Count is equal to count plus 1, which means old count value plus new count value. Okay. Okay, so this is what it is. So the count value should increase. Okay, so let us check, and let me just console.log the count here. Count. Okay, so I'll just write it like this. Okay. Okay. Clear? So what is the flow? Let it be here so that you can see the folder structure also. What is this? Okay, so we have a variable here, count is equal to 0. Okay, count is equal to 0. So when I click this button, this function will run. This function will run, and it will increase the count from 0 to 1, then 1 to 2, then 2 to 3. Okay, So 2 would be like old value plus 1, old value plus 1, 0 plus 1. Okay, something like this. And then it would be updated here in this line, this count that you see. It will be shown here. And then you will see this variable shown here. Okay, so you will see the count getting updated. Yes or no? It should be like that, right? It should be like that. There is no like anything else. Okay, let us check. Then is it what is happening? If you want to take a screenshot, take a screenshot and just close it. Let us check. Click. Okay, on clicking the button, I will run. Okay, let me just comment this out. There's no need for this. Okay, so let me click. Okay, 1 I get, but here I am not getting 1. What is the problem? Why am I not getting 1 here? I should get 1 here. Let me click again. Maybe it is not working. Oh, 2. Okay. Okay, 3, 4. Okay, but why am I not seeing it here? So that means this count is working. And inside this function, this count is, because this is console.log, so count is definitely increasing, but it is not getting shown here. It is not getting displayed here. Not getting displayed here. Why? Inside this count, this is not working. It is getting updated here. Okay, here it is getting updated. I am able to see it here, but here we are not able to see. We are not able to display it in the HTML. Why is that? Because what happens when you update the count here, it is definitely updating the variable. Okay, but there is no way to get this variable out. Okay, check the count and putting it here. That is why to do this problem, to solve this problem, we have some special functions. We have some special functions. Oh, what I have written? Sorry, special functions. Okay, these special functions are called as hooks. Okay, so they are special functions. Okay, so there is a special function that will change the data. Okay, that will change the data and update it appropriately so that it can also be done here. So that it can also be done here. Okay, so let us check it out. If you want to take a screenshot, go ahead, take a screenshot. Done, I guess. Let me see if my voice is still breaking or not. Is my voice still breaking? Is my voice getting breaking? No, what? But Hemal. Okay, no, right? Okay, so what is happening here? What is happening here? The problem that is happening here is that here it is getting updated, but okay, but this function, okay, this function is not like updating this value, which was starting value of 0, okay, and it was put here to load. So it is not changing that value. So to do that, we have special functions which are called as hooks. Okay, so I will just you know comment this whole thing like this. Okay, Okay, I'll just comment this whole thing. Okay, so this was our problem. Okay, now we will write the solution. Okay, okay, again I will write RFC. No need to write E because E we already have export. Okay, so no need to write E. Just write RAFC. Okay, no need to remove this export. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just copy this one. Copy this, everyone. We are making the same count thing, but this time we will solve it. So just paste it like this. Just comment. Okay, everything we will do same. Okay. So function is also the same. Okay. So function is also same. Only thing is that when I will click, the count should increase. Okay. So first things first. Okay. What are hooks? Okay. Hooks are special functions in React that solves specific problems. Okay, so hooks are special functions in React that solve specific problems. Okay, so to manage a data that changes after a user action or by something, we have to use a called use state. Okay, so we will use this special function to manage a data that changes after user action or by something. We have to use a hook called use state. Okay, okay, so here we have to use use state. Okay, use state. Okay, so to manage a data or variable which changes and control it, also called as, let me put it in that, wait, also called as state variable or simply state. Okay, simple state also you can do. Okay, so to do that we use this use state. Okay, so how do we use use state hook? Okay, so the syntax is like this. Okay, syntax is like this. So const, then here would be like state comma set state is equal to use state like this. Okay, and inside that you will have an initial value. Okay, so how it will look like for our counting app? So the variable name would be count, then set count. This is like a best practice. Okay, like I'll tell what are all these things. I'll just, okay, so Okay, so actually this is what I'll just break down more. So this is like our variable, okay, state variable. State variable. This is our setter function. Okay, and this is our initial value or starting value. You can call it starting value also. Starting value. Okay, so let me just remove this to avoid confusion. Yeah, setter function. Okay, so these are the things which are involved, okay, in this. If you just look into the React documentation, okay, this is for props. We have already done this. Okay, so they are making some profile pic of a lady. Use state. Okay, so this is the syntax that you see here: state, set state, use state, initial state. We will understand it with example much more better. So what I will do, I'll write const, I'll write count, comma, set count, like this. And always, whenever you are naming this setter function, okay, this is a function, okay. Whenever you are using setter function, you based it on the name of the variable that you want to change. And I will write use state. When you press tab, you will see this line number 5. So see, this is what you are doing. You are using something from our React library. Okay, what you are using? You are using this use state function. Okay. Okay. And what do we put it here? The initial value of this count. So initial value is 0 first. Okay. So what is here? Count is equal to 0. If you change it to 1, okay, if you change here to 1, count's value will also change and it will be 1. So here count's value is also 0. And this is our state variable or data that will change. Okay. Then what is the set count? Set count is our setter function, which will help us in changing the original value. Okay. How? Like this, set value and 10. So it will change from, the counts will change from 0 to 10. Okay. Whatever value you put, it will change to that value. Okay. It will change to that value. So let us check. So everything is in place. Everything is in place. Okay. Looks nice. Import should be there. You are using from, you're importing from React library. Okay. This is the first time I think we are using proper React library. Okay. So let us put our increase function, increase count. Okay. So what I will do, okay, I will just use the setter function and I will write count plus 1. Okay. Which means our old count and just add a new value. Okay. And I'll just write count here as a variable. Okay. Just in case. Okay. So let us do it. Okay. Let us do and check if it is working or not. Click. Yeah. Again, 1. Again, 2. Nice. Okay. So this is the count that you are seeing, and this is the 3 which you are seeing here. So understood? So count was, like, I should have put it here so that you understand better. So if the count is 0, after this line number 17, it is 0 plus 1. If the count is 2, it is 2 plus 1. Okay. So it is better for you to understand. If I put this one outside, you can understand it more. So I'll write here outside, just in case you can see. So 0 outside. Okay, outside one has changed, inside one is still 0. Okay, which is our functions actually. This is our function. This is outside our function. So outside our function, inside the function will only get activated when we click. Okay, so not to confuse it from out of this functional scope. Okay, so very basic, very easy to understand. I'll just click. Okay, now it is getting changed. Okay, so whatever value, if I just also change the 0 to Rajesh, see what happens when I click Rajesh. Click Brajesh. Why? 0 to Brajesh. What is the starting value of count? Starting value of count? Count is equal to 0. Set count, whatever you will write inside set count, whatever you will write in set count will be the new value of count. Okay. So if I write here something else like this emoji, and if I refresh, now what will happen if I click? Can somebody tell me? What will happen if I click? Just see the code here. What will happen if I click the button? 0 will become what? Who can tell? Tell me, tell me. My voice is not clear, Hemal. Good, Vivek. Good, Praveen. Okay, it is clear. Yes, exactly. Yes, good. Correct. Correct. What about others? Not getting? What will happen when I click the button? Can somebody tell me? My screen got stuck, I think. Yes. Good. It shows emoji. Correct, Hemal. Yes. What about others? Others are understanding. So now if I will click on 0, it will become emoji. Okay. Okay. So I will not use this. This is just for reference. Okay. We'll use it this. We'll use this only. So whenever I'll click, I'll increase the count. Okay. And that will also be showed inside this return. Okay. Clear? You can do the same. Clear? I think any problem in understanding? Let me see. Did you understood the flow? Flow, did you understand? Like what is happening with the flow of the app? How you are understanding? Okay, okay. Let me drink some water. Give me a moment. Okay. If you look into the official, my voice is there. If you look into the official documentation also, you will see age, set age, name, set name, Taylor. Okay. Anything you can You can put the final value as anything and see when you click on set name, something like this. So example they have used is not correct. I found it very confusing. Version 18, version 17 had good documentation. 19 also, version 19 is also very good. Okay, it's not like very, it is like very best. Documentation is very good, but still like I found their examples a little bit. Okay, so I think we should not start this use effect, which is another hook. Okay, there is another hook which I wanted to make you guys know. So there's like use effect. Okay, so use effect is a little bit complex. It is better if we do it tomorrow. Okay, that's what I think. Okay, and also like I had to tell you about this asynchronous programming. That also I think we should not start because 15 minutes is not enough and my flow will also break. Okay, so let me just introduce you to which concept, any concept that can be covered in less time. What to do? Any topic I'm not able to remember. Okay, whatever it is, let us ask doubts. You ask doubts, guys. Okay. I'll share this notes. Any problem in props? Anyone? Any problem in props? Any problem in props? Any problem in use state? I'm sharing this. My whiteboard link. Okay. And drive link. Okay. I'm giving you the drive link also. And I'll share the code also there. So I'll share this today's code. I'm sharing it. Okay. Everyone just see. I've shared this. Let me just delete the node modules folder and share the code. So I'll delete the node module. You guys install. Okay. You guys install before running your app. Okay. So I'll just open this. It is getting uploaded. Meanwhile, let me just download this PNG. So today is 7th July, no? 7th July. July. Okay. That also I will share. So it is uploaded. The code has been uploaded, guys. Please check. Code has been uploaded. 7 July. Where is the 7 July one? Where is the 7 July? Oh, it is here. Oh, that also got transferred in HTML file. Wow. Array. Guys, I'll put it like this. Okay, give me a moment. I'll put it outside. Yeah, I think now it will be better. This also I will put it outside like this. Yeah, 7 July, notes done. I hope this React is, yeah, props, hooks, components. Okay, I've shared everything, guys. Okay. Notes are also shared. Okay. So I will not start something new. If you have any doubts or anything, just let me know. Okay. Hooks concept, can you repeat? Okay. Parameter inside braces. Okay, Praveen. Okay. Let me repeat it. Which keyword is used for .jsx template code? RAFCE. RAFCE. Okay, if you have the extension of ES7. Okay. Or today is 1st July. Yeah. Yes, today is 1st July, correct. Sorry. I'll just rename it to 1st July. Thank you. So I've renamed it to 1st July, the notes. Okay. Thank you for reminding, Vivek. Sushil is asking, sir, yesterday's code is not updated. Okay. I will see. Okay, Praveen, I will repeat this. I'll repeat it. Which part you are not getting? This one, now. See. This is a variable. Okay. You can name it anything. You can name it cat. You can name it mouse. Anything you can name it. This is like a variable only. And what is the value of variable? Check out line number 12. Check out line number 12. What is the variable? Okay. Variable is count is equal to 0. Count is equal to 0. Okay. So this first value in this array, first value is the variable. Okay. Where it is called as state variable. State variable. Next value is a setter function. Okay. Wait. I should have used it like this. Okay. So this one is state variable. Okay. Which is the state variable? This is the state variable count. And what is the set count? This set count is the setter function. Okay. So one is a variable and one is a function. In my theme, whatever green you are seeing is a function. Okay. So this use state is a hook. It is an inbuilt function. And this is set count. Okay. Which is a setter function. Okay. And what does it do? In this set count or setter function, okay, whatever value you will write here will become the new value. What is the old value? 0. You see here 0. What is the new value? This count plus 1. Okay, so count plus 1, it will write 0 plus 1 becomes 0. Okay, so 0. So when it is 1, what this set count will do? It will do count is equal to 1. It will change the original value of the variable. Okay, so whenever the variable will be changed using set count, okay, its original value is also changed, and that original value will be shown here. This, it will be shown here. Clear? Okay, see, starting value should be here inside this use state. Okay, let me just write it like this. Starting value, people call it initial value also. Official documentation as initial value. Okay. Clear? So I've written already a lot of things for you to understand. Okay. But most thing that you have to understand is this also this. Okay. This problem that everything is working. But this value, line number 34, is not getting updated in the HTML, which is this. Okay. It is not getting updated here. That was the problem that they saw. So what they did, they made like it is a list of classes and all. There's setter function involved. A lot of classes concept are here, but this is what like it is like a feature. Okay, so this is the feature that whatever you will write here, it will be like if I just change it. Let's say if I change this to 0 to something else like angry. Okay, I will make it angry. I will comment this one and I'll uncomment this one like this. Okay. So what happen? What will happen here? What will happen here? Okay. What will happen here? Now, right now it is angry. This is the starting value. So this angry will be changed to wow expression, which is this. Okay. Let us check. See, it is right now it is angry. If I click, it becomes wow. It is angry. When I click, which is the starting value. When I click, it becomes, oh, wow. So we can do it like this also. Okay. So I'll just like this, and let it be here. Okay, clear? So yeah, I've shared the code, everything. And it is a little bit tricky. Okay, it is, I have to give you that. It is a little bit tricky, but this is the feature. You have to learn this feature. Okay, because it is very handy, very useful. Okay, you do not have to worry about a lot of things while using this. Okay, you do not have to make variables and attach a lot of functions. Okay, just a simple use state, and you can change the variable from whatever page you want. Wherever it is sitting at the page, you can change it and it will be displayed. Normal variables cannot do it. Normal JavaScript cannot do it. This special function will help you in tackling that particular problem which I showed. Okay. Yes, you can use count plus plus also, Samruddhi. Your wish. No, I don't think count plus plus will work. Will it work? I am not sure. I never used it like that. I think it should work, but no, it will not work because it is a constant. Like I'll show you. It will not work. I think it will not work. Let me share my screen. Okay, just see here. See, I did count plus plus instead of count plus one. It is showing an error. Count is constant. See, I have used this const. Always you have to use const, okay, not let, because let values can easily be changed. So because it is a const, you cannot like do it count plus plus. This variable is not your normal variable also. It is a state variable. So you cannot like put it like that, okay. So this count plus one, what is happening here, okay. It is a clear sign of previous value usage, okay, previous value usage, okay. So and most important is because it is const, we have declared it with const, and official documentation also tells that we should use const only. So that is why I think it will not work. Okay, it is not working. Like see, it is also it also uses const, so we have to like use it as it was meant to be. So Yeah, the moment you will use count plus plus, it will be giving you an error, because counts value cannot be rechanged. So it can only be rechanged when you use set count only. Sorry, it will not. Okay. So yeah, guys. So like today's class was very tricky. I tried my best to explain you props, because maximum you will do use props a lot. Okay, and it is very important uh, to understand props, because that is the basic building foundation. Okay, so did you like the props example? Did everybody, I think, understood props? This use state we will use again and again, two times, two, three more times in classes also. So you'll be more comfortable in both props as well as use state. Okay, so don't like worry if you do not get it. Don't worry. Okay, it will be used again and again. Okay, you'll be very much comfortable with React by the end of this week. Okay, so yes, it will not work, Samruddhi. Tomorrow we will try to look into use effect. Okay, use effect, and one proper example with use state and use effect, and then asynchronous programming, which is promises. Okay, we'll try to do that. Okay, then Mohit and Utkarsh have raised their hands. Everything okay? Mohit, Utkarsh. Okay, then, guys. Uh, Sir, how to be a coder? I mean, professional type coder. Uh, Professional type coder, as in, see, your task should be to learn as much as you can. Okay. The real practices you will learn it in industry only. Okay, like how will you solve some user specific issues. Okay, sometimes when you will be building business logic, you will see, Array, I am not getting this business logic anywhere. Okay, so that would be a problem that no amount of YouTube tutorial, no amount of ChatGPT can help. Okay, it will help you in foundation. So better work it with foundations, get better at foundations. Okay, this expertise and the professional type that you want Sahil will only be developed when you will be when you will be like working in a company, when you will be working in a team. Okay, when you will be raising requests and all these things. Okay, so that is one thing. Okay, if you want, you can definitely look into open source also. Okay, but most of the time, like there is no proper contribution. You remember, right? Everyone, I think, remembers that Apna College Express problem. Okay. I don't know if you remember. Do anyone knows about that Express problem happened in Apna College? Shraddha Didi problem. I don't know if you know. Anyone knows? So, actually, nobody knows. Nobody knows that by mistake she made a video on some open source contribution. And what happened that there is like Express documentation, and whole Express app is there in GitHub. She asked everyone to do open source contribution in Express's official project on GitHub. So everyone was like spamming this comments. Okay, because when they were doing pull request, of course they will not accept the pull requests of some freshers. Obviously, they are a very big Express documentation, and Express project is supported by a lot of companies. So developers like you and me, they will never expect do it until unless we do some simple requests like let me change the documentation a little bit, let me add this information about this function, then they will like accept. and then if you gain their trust and then you improve their project, then they'll be happy. But directly, if you are like doing pull request, I want to change this function, I want to change the project, then that is very wrong. Like these are not like good um, practices. So because of that, Express was under like attack. Everyone was doing pull request. Whoever was watching that YouTube channel, okay, just look that controversy, Express.js controversy, Apna College. You will look into it. Okay, so so blindly they trusted and everyone was doing. So it was like under attack. A lot of engineers who were working in Netflix, Meta, they were also discussing like they were actually developing some automation tools that actually prevent people from doing open source requests, PR requests on GitHub. But unfortunately, they were not able to do it. So what my viewpoint is that baby steps, small steps you take, okay, it will eventually become like large. Okay, you have made an app. Did you try to deploy it? Okay, what's next? What next? Did you try to use a CI/CD? Did you do continuous integration? Okay, because we are not only web developers, right? We are software developers. Okay, so we have to do everything related to software. Okay, companies can ask us in interviews, sir, if we don't know answer the question, then how to avoid that question. Okay. So RA is asking, sir, we don't answer for the question asked. How to avoid suggestion? See, when you do not know a question, just tell them that at the current moment you are not able to recall. Okay, and frankly tell them that this, and you have worked on this. What you are asking, I have not worked, because see what happens. There are 1,000 tools. Do not know. In React, there is like 25 hooks. We do not use those 20 hooks or 10 hooks. We only use 2 hooks maximum number of times. Rest of the times we make custom hooks. So you can easily like convince that at this time I am not able to recall it, sir. I am so sorry. This time I'm not able to recall it, ma'am. Okay, but I know these topics. So the if you want like I know these topics, just tell them. You have to keep the conversation going. Okay, it does not mean that you should like speak nonsense type of things. Whatever you know, you have to highlight. That is the art. You have to, whatever you know, you have to highlight. Okay, so just tell them that at this moment I am not able to recall, I am not able to remember this. Okay, I have worked on this, but I am not able to remember it at this time, sir. That can like definitely how you can like avoid and all these things. So when freshers in company feel uncomfortable regarding this task, no until experience. I didn't get Praveen what you're saying. Okay, then a lot of students left. Let me close this session. Okay. Okay, then guys, can I close this session? Bye everyone. Uh, Let us meet tomorrow. Okay. Bye everyone. Thank you for your time. Bye bye. Bye everyone. Bye. Praveen, get back to me tomorrow. Okay. I didn't get your question. Bye everyone. Bye bye. Bye Karthik. Bye everyone. Bye. Bye everyone. Bye Rohan. Bye. Bye Karthik. Bye everyone. Bye Manish. Bye. Bye everyone. Have a nice day. Bye Rohan. Bye bye. I'm closing this session, guys. Bye bye. You can leave. Bye. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay. Bye.